Welcome to the Star Podcast.
Whoa. Star Podcast.
Welcome to the Star Podcast, hosted by Nat. Each week, we share tips and stories from safety, trucking, and recruitment, and everything in between. Listen now.
Welcome back to another episode of the Star Podcast. Now, I know we've previously shared water safety tips, summer safety tips, boat safety tips, but I think with summer, when the weather's been really hot and people are spending more time in pools and at the lake and in the boat, I think it's really important to share this information again. So we put together a quick little episode featuring John, one of our favorite guests, so that he can share some water safety tips and boat safety tips. It's a really quick episode, really great safety share to share in the workplace or at home. So take a listen.
Welcome, everybody. I'm going to be talking today a little bit about water safety. I'm going to be talking about boat safety as well. Basic water safety skills are essential for everybody. If you're going to be spending time at the beach, by a lake, sitting in your backyard at the swimming pool, on a boat, these skills are essential. Every year, there's about 160 people that drown in Ontario.
Really?
Yes, 160. That's the stats in Ontario alone, and that's from drowning. Drowning is the second leading cause of accidental death in children under 5 years old. It's sad, and it's definitely avoidable. If you're going to be spending any time at all around water, that the people that you're there with understand the dangers, understand what safety precautions they need to take. But I think the number one thing that you should try and get everybody to do is teach them to swim. If you are swimming, then swim with a buddy. Never be out there by yourself. If you're swimming out in the middle of the lake, or you're in the deep end of the pool, or you're in any body of water and you end up getting a cramp, that could be fatal. When you are entering the water, especially when it's a body of water that you're not sure about, and definitely swimming pools in the backyard, don't dive in head first. Always enter the water feet first. This way, if it is shallower than you think it is, you're going to land on your feet.
Right.
And trust me, it's better to land on your feet than on your head. Children and non-swimmers should always be supervised when they're around water. And that means supervised always, not, okay, I'm going to run in the house because I need to grab something. If there's somebody in the pool, if there's somebody in the water, especially if they're a non-swimmer or a child, then you should have a competent adult there ready to help them out if needed. Wear life jackets. Whenever you're in a boat, put the life jacket on. You wouldn't know how many times I've seen boaters that every kid on the boat is wearing a life jacket and all the adults are standing around not. It really shouldn't matter, folks, how old you are, how big you are, how good a swimmer you are. Life jackets are there to protect you, the user. There's reasons for wearing a life jacket. Not saying that you can't swim, that's great, but it's those instances where you end up in the water unexpectedly is what a life jacket's for. And the other big thing that's a no-no is consuming alcohol in and around water. So you don't drink and swim, and you don't drink and drive. I have some tips for safe boating too.
Excellent.
Oh, it's important that we do a lot of safety when it comes to boats. So ensure all safety equipment is packed on before you hit the water, right? So it's checking that all the safety equipment that is required by law for the vessel that you're using and the size is on board. And not only is it on board, that it's working in working condition. So we talked about life jackets. Just saying accounting, oh, look at that. We got 5 people on board. I got 5 life jackets. Those life jackets are torn, ripped, and no good, then that's not good, right? So make sure there's a life jacket, one for every passenger. There's first aid kits. There's a buoyant heaving line, a sound and signal device, so air horn or whistle, a bail bucket, a flashlight, and a paddle and anchor. But when you are packing up your boat, keep these items within reach too. Just because you've got them on the boat and they're tucked far out of the way and you can't get to them means no good too, right? So make sure they're close. Other items that could come in handy if you are on the boat, so things like having a cell phone, extra sunscreen, water to drink. Stay hydrated, folks. And whenever you're in a motorboat, a kayak, or whatever, always wear that jacket, right? Or the PDF. Following the law and getting your boating license. So if you're riding on a boat, you need that motorized pleasure craft operator's card. Okay, so you need to be trained, and these pleasure craft operators are required by Transport Canada. So you need to have one of these courses and pass one of these courses before you get behind the wheel of a boat. Don't drink and drive. We talked about this one. It's illegal and dangerous. If you are taking a trip on the water, then plan your trip. So know where you're going. It's always a good idea to fill out like a trip preparation form or just a plan, just telling people about what boat you have, the make, the year, what color it is, where you're traveling to, your travel route, expected return time, the name of the people that are in the boat, and you can give that to a family member that's not coming out with you. Or if you're boating if you're jaunted out from a boat launch in a park or whatever, you can give it to a park guide that's there. But you leave it in case of emergencies. So you leave that with somebody that's responsible at home. And when you are out on the boat, keep an eye on the weather. It can get rough. It can get not so nice and pleasant out there anymore. So figure a way of trying to get back. And then knowing your vessel, your boat or whatever, and its capacity. And you got to know your boat. So don't take it out on that big water for the first time to get to know it. Take it somewhere where it's safe. Learn how it operates. Learn how it works, and each vessel is different. That's my little talk on boat safety and water safety.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Star Podcast.
Whoa. Star Podcast.